Why not?
So I saw a sweater the other day, and it just had letters on it. But the letters stood for, I don't fuck with people who fuck with people I don't fuck with. And I 100% agree with that. Like, I don't know how anyone considers themselves Republicans anymore, but I definitely don't know how anyone fucks with anyone who considers themselves a Republican. Because the Republican Party is basically dead. You're either MAGA or you're not. That's just what it is now. I mean, Tim Pool is a popular podcaster. He is very popular within Republican circles. He has Congress members on his show. He has all the Republican talking heads on his show. He's well known. This guy posted something about Miss Rachel today. And it says, Miss Rachel is a demon who harms children. Keep your kids away from this shit. So when I saw that, I was thinking, oh, damn, what did Miss Rachel say? He posted these two pictures with it, and they have quotes from Miss Rachel on these pictures. And I'm literally thinking, I'm going to read her saying something pretty damn bad, right? The first one says, people who say they are Christian and want to cut SNAP. Jesus said to feed the hungry. Didn't he, though? Like, didn't he say feed the hungry? These people who consider themselves MAGA conservative Christians are saying that Miss Rachel is a demon who harms children and you should keep your kids away from her because she's saying we should not be cutting SNAP because Jesus said to feed the hungry. The other quote says, imagine slashing SNAP, the program that helps children in the U.S. not go hungry, while sending billions in weapons to another country to kill children. So Miss Rachel thinks we should feed children and not kill children in other countries. And again, feed children with that money that we're sending to those other countries who are using that money and those weapons to kill children. And because of that, Tim Pool thinks that she's a demon who harms children and you should keep your kids away from her. What is demonic about saying you think kids should be able to eat? The first comment on there, and this is what really kills me about these people. This is the hill they want to die on. The first comment says, I wish Miss Rachel would tell us where in the Bible it says that the government is responsible to feeding the people. So she's saying that if it doesn't say it in the Bible, we shouldn't be abiding by it. If it's not in there, because Jesus and God was so literal that he said, if I didn't write it in there exactly like this, you shouldn't be doing it. Not to mention, it is not the government's money. It is our tax dollars. I'm tired of these people saying it's the government's money. It is not the government that is feeding these kids. It is us. We, the people, give them our tax dollars. We're asking them to use those tax dollars to fulfill people's basic needs. Like, you're willing to die on the hill that we should not be fulfilling people's basic needs because you didn't read that in the Bible. What type of religion is that anyway? What type of religion do you think is pushing the government? No one should be feeding children. That's the hill they want to die on. That is why I say, why are you fucking with these Republicans anymore? These next three comments. I thought Jesus said to teach a man how to fish, not subsidize their entire lives. Oh my goodness. These people really call themselves Christians. I don't get it. This guy says, damn the luck. My 15-month-old grandson loves her. It's shocking because he's an avid Trump supporter. His 15-month-old grandson is an avid Trump supporter. 15 months. That's a joke, right? That's a joke. I'll take that part as a joke. That's a joke. Because there's no way. I have an 18-month-old great niece, and I don't know if she can be an avid anything. Okay. It's time for a rotation and a pivot to something more appropriate. I think the whole thing's a joke. I'm going to say that must be a joke, right? That's got to be a joke. But this next one says, Jesus didn't say feed the lazy or the criminal. the lazy or the criminal? We've already addressed this a bunch of times on this channel. They're not lazy, they work. And who's talking about criminals? And we feed criminals every day in this country. The ones that are in jail, they're being fed very well every day. I shouldn't say very well, but they're being fed every single day. This other one says, is she even Christian? Keep our faith out of your mouth, trash. Wow, I'm pumped up with anger this morning. We need a cleansing. Pumped up with anger because there are people out there who think that people should be eating. That's why he's pumped up with anger, because we think people should eat. That's so damn crazy. Then I come across this video. Again, these people don't understand what the hell they're talking about. I come across this video of this woman who is obviously not understanding what the No Kings protest is, and also not understanding how taxes work. She really thinks this was clever. Like, she thinks she ate this shit up. She doesn't realize how dumb it
You guys
is.
are just having a No Kings protest, and now you're begging the king for money and food. Don't laugh. It's not funny.
Again, we know he's not a king. The reason we had No Kings protests was to let dumbasses like you, other MAGAs and Republicans, as well as Donald Trump know that we are not going to allow him to try and be a king. His executive orders, his legislation, and the way he's tried to circumvent Congress on every single thing he does lets us know that he's trying to be a king. So we had No Kings protests to let him know we're not going to allow that. Second, it's not his money. He's not a king, and it's not his money. We're not begging him to give us money. What we are telling him is to do the work that is expected of him, of the American people, the taxpayers. It is not the government's money. It is not the president's money. It is our money. The people who are on SNAP also work. They pay taxes, they pay sales taxes, they pay all types of taxes, and they're basically saying, return some of that money back to us in the form of food assistance. Many of these people are, the average person gets about $180 a month on food assistance. So when you say they're lazy, they don't pay taxes, they need to get a job, you think the $187 they're getting in SNAP every month is keeping them alive? Of course it's not. It's subsidizing what they're making in income. You ask the average MAGA if they know what percentage of people on SNAP don't work, they couldn't tell you, because they have this idea that none of them do. They don't know anyone in their personal lives. They don't even know someone who knows someone. But because Fox News and OAN and Newsmax and every damn Republican has told them that all of these people are just being lazy and sitting around and mooching off the government, that is what they believe. I want to show you this video lastly of these women who are talking about how they are not going to receive their SNAP benefits. Many of them will talk about how they all work. They all work. Some of them work 2 jobs. They're not mooching off of the government. Things are just very expensive right now. And the funny thing is that we all know this. Every one of us knows this. So what they're saying is, yes, I take SNAP benefits. And it is because the money that I make in my job right now isn't enough. None of these people are lazy. These are the people, the type of people we should want to take care
I
of.
just finally got confirmation that food stamps is officially cut for next month.
About 2 months ago, I stopped eating dinner almost every night of the week so that my boyfriend and I could have enough food left over to have lunch the next day. This was before we were about to lose our food stamps. Mind you, we both work.
I don't think that we really realize the depths that this is, the damage that this is going to do, but the women, the mothers, and the families, but the mothers especially, who are going to go without meals so their children don't have to. I know that I will absolutely be one of those mothers.
But because we have children and because aftercare and before care is too expensive, I've taken a job that's basically minimum wage so that I can be there to pick up my kids. I cannot fathom what we're going to do without that food stamp money, because if I already couldn't eat dinner with that food stamp money,
I'm so tired of seeing people say like, oh, well, maybe if you had a job, you could get your groceries, or, you know what I'm saying, you wouldn't have to depend on stamps. I work full time. Thank you. And I do rely on stamps because guess what? It's not enough money in this economy for me to be able to pay bills and get stuff that we need and provide for my 2 kids. So yes, I depend on stamps. And I have a full-time job. So please know that people out here depend on stamps is not because we out here just mooching off the government. It's because we literally need that to provide for our family.
I work hard every single day. I get up every single day and clean houses, and I still rely on food stamps to feed my 6 children because the prices are so high. It's unrealistic to think about not having food stamps. Next month, I'm so terrified because 6 babies are always eating. Plus myself, I eat about 1 meal a day, but still.
So again, this is why I don't fuck with people who fuck with people I don't fuck with. Because all of these people are just horrible. They're horrible. Anyone who wants to die on the hill of, well, Jesus never said to feed the hungry. Jesus never said the government should be feeding the hungry. They're a horrible person. That is not a good person. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's your mother, your father, your grandmother, your grandfather. If they're saying that because Jesus did not tell them that the government should make sure no one dies of hunger, they're not on board with it. That is a bad person. Period.
Don't want no enemies or ops. Envy in their heart, I tell them stop. Vacation on the yacht.